Hello, welcome to another interesting episode of Crime This Week here on this channel, this Pop NG. It's me, your girl, Blessing Izidra. On today's episode, we'll be highlighting about 2 crime reports, and then there'll be a switch as I'll be having a guest to come discuss with me about the high rate of crime amongst young people in our society. It's already getting interesting. If you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to this channel now and remember to click on the notification bell below to get alerted whenever there is new content on this channel.
All this ammunition, I don't know anything about this ammunition, but I still.
Within the week, a dedicated cryptocurrency enthusiast, Basha, found herself entangled in a series of cryptocurrency scams by Chicken crypto project owned by a US citizen, Sean Andre de la Cruz. So, according to reports, Basha, who was scammed, found the Chicken cryptocurrency platform and she started getting involved with them. Basha was said to have been lured into the platform where she even actively served as a moderator in their Telegram group for over 3 months. So problems started after Basha started experiencing a significant loss worth about $20,000 in a fraudulent cryptocurrency trading scheme from the crypto platform. So she sought assistance from De La Cruz to help her sort out the losses. De La Cruz, on the other hand, kept on assuring her that everything would be rectified and that she would get her money back. For where it was then that it was realized that 2 transfers were made to De La Cruz wallet, where a substantial portion was promptly moved to KuCoin through another cryptocurrency platform. It was then also that the shady act by the Chicken CEO was unveiled as the mastermind behind this criminal act. Investigations revealed that De La Cruz's apparent intent was to defraud Basha of her $180,000 by diverting funds through intricate transactions while actively avoiding KuCoin's verification process. So far, collaboration with local and international organizations has resulted in the safe recovery of $179,372.6. Meanwhile, a statement from the official X handle of the Nigerian police force stated that efforts are still ongoing to bring the suspect to book. One Samson Ibiloma, a suspected fraudster who swindles people of their money in guise of giving them jobs, have been arrested. He goes about on social media impersonating the Secretary of the Delta State government, Honorable Kingsley Emu. Ibiloma registered a SIM card, then used Truecaller app to change the name of the phone number he registered to Honorable Kingsley Emu. He went ahead to open a WhatsApp page and used the picture of the SSG as his profile picture. A statement posted on the official X account of the Delta State Police PRO, Bright Jaffe, disclosed that the suspect has so far scammed his victims over 10 million naira. Before moving on to the discussion segments of today's episode, if you have been watching to this point and you are yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly subscribe to this channel now, give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to also drop your comments on any of the reports highlighted down the comment section. If you've had any ugly experience with any of these fraudulent cryptocurrency platforms, feel free to share your story with us. If you have also been a victim of illegal job scam, also share your story with us. As I mentioned earlier, on today's episode, we'll be having a discussion segment with a guest, and the topic will be on the high rate of crime amongst youth in our society today. I know that this topic is something that we might have heard before, people talking about it, but then I think we should also talk about it again. So today we'll be having one of News Pop presenter joining me on set to discuss the high rate of crime amongst young people in our society today. So welcome to Crime This Week. I think this is the first time you're having a guest on the show. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Alright.
Thank you for having me on your show.
You're welcome. So moving on, today we'll be talking about, like I said earlier, the high rate of crime amongst youth in our society today. Now, from all the previous reports that we have featured on crime this week, we have seen lots of people, youths getting involved in drugs, in you name it, different kinds, organ trafficking, and different kinds of crime. So, Aderoke, for you, like looking at all these things in our society today, it wasn't as bad as it is now, and we have young people who are getting involved in all of this. So what would you say is pushing our young people today into crime? What do you think it is? Like, where did we get it from?
Once again, thank you for having me on the show. So, what I think is wrong, there are several factors how this system. We have one, unemployment, and that's the top. Then we have peer pressure. Let us for drugs now. We have, you can't stay with someone who smokes or who does drugs without trying. I was discussing with a friend sometime like last month or so. He said, I asked, does he smoke? No, before he doesn't smoke, but then he said he has started smoking, and I was like, how? Why? And he said that don't I smoke? I said no. He said, don't I have friends who smoke? I said no. And he said he has friends.
So which means that
he said that his own is cause of peer pressure, that he saw his friends smoking, then he said he should try. Just from trying, then he started smoking. So peer pressure, you can't stay with someone who smoke and not want to try. Then we also have others that want to show off. So we want to show off.
Want to impress.
That's what I want to impress. My friend is, or this one will say, my friend is driving a Benz. I also want to drive a Benz. I want to do this, I want to do that. I have to buy iPhone. You see how iPhone now, you see how these phones now are making girls also crazy and go after married men, and they will just want to have, they want to be young. That they want to be of that class. Then some are forced, like some parents force some of their children.
So even the family, some plays a role in pushing young ones into these negative practices.
We have mothers, some mothers who support their boys or their girls, let me just say their children, into doing, like having sugar daddies and doing their own. We have some mothers, yes. So I would say some family, they say, okay, your friends are bringing foodstuffs home, your friends are buying me expensive clothes, your friends are buying me buying their parents expensive clothes, buying their parents expensive jewelry, expensive phones. So the children
they want to keep
go out to search for money now, one way or the other, so that they can make their parents happy. They can buy jewelry and as for the organ trafficking, that one now, that is what is rampant now in Nigeria. We have several cases. Guy that's caught with.
All right. So part of the factors that you listed that contributes to crime amongst young people in our society, you said unemployment, peer pressure, even the family even contributes. But then all these things are geared towards poverty. Okay, because if it's a family that they have everything, parents are very wealthy, they are rich, they can also provide for their children and all that. So if the child they won't push the child. Likelihood is that they won't push the child to go out and get it for them. Do you get? So, but then I feel that all these things can they can be tamed. For unemployment, yes, we understand that people say there is no job, there are no jobs anywhere and all that, but you can learn a skill, you can learn something, you can get, even if it's not what you read in school and what have you, and do something rather than doing crime. Because at the end of the day, when you are being caught by the security operatives, then it's another trouble for the culprit. And even in the aspect of peer pressure, don't you think that as youths that we are, and even as human beings that we are, there has to be a point in your life where you have to say, for this thing I cannot do it. You get, like, you are in the midst of people, or people are coming to you, those around you are into smoking, for instance, or drugs and all that, and then because you are not doing drugs, you are not doing all of those things, and you say that because they are doing it, because I find myself there, and then I join them. Do you get? So it's not a situation of, if you cannot beat them, join them.
Sorry, but one of the problems that we youth face today is we don't have the mind of our own. Some people are easily influenced. Some people can't think on their own. That is why you see they have friends, they go about with friends, anything they see on social media.
Because that is where the problem is. If you don't have a mind of your own, then you are into to go into trouble.
That's why I said that's
one
of our problem as today. Because we don't have. That's why most of these social media influencers. That is why we even have social media influencers to influence and change our mind on some things. That is why.
So it means that it's now left for us to sift through and know the right things to pick and discard the rest. And now, especially now that we are in the ember seasons, we are towards the end of November, and December is fast approaching Christmas, and everybody wants to glam, ladies, guys want to have money to flaunt and and all that.
Now we have
so
exactly.
And
things are now very expensive.
Very, you can say that again. So and every other thing as well. So looking at peer pressure has really taken a toll of our youth these days. And you want to impress somebody, like you rightly mentioned earlier, that there are some of the category of youths who want to impress ladies, you want to impress your guy, you want to impress your girl and all that, and then you are going overboard to do negative things, to earn money, to just show off, and then to make the person feel happy. Yes, it's good to make people feel happy, but when you are going about it the wrong way, I think that you need to call yourself to order. And we do not have to encourage people and to push people to go into all these negative things, illegal things, crime, to earn money. For instance, now we saw one of these stories that we featured on Crime this week, and it even trended in Nigeria, trended a lot, about a student of University of Port Harcourt, a female student of Port, who was lured by her ex-boyfriend, and she was killed, eventually killed, and and her parts were reported missing. Some of her parts were reported missing. So for that kind of situation, what was that boy trying to achieve? Was it not mutual? Or was it just act of sheer wickedness just to waste somebody's life?
Some went with the narrative of one victim, but I am going with the narrative of Uganda, because if you saw the way, we're not there, but the pictures, the graphics, the way I think, because he threw away the body, but I think he wanted to sell the parts.
Investigations revealed that it was professional. The way it was well
so
thought, as if to say that it was a medical practitioner.
He actually wanted to sell the body parts to someone. He is actually working for someone. So that the body parts he caught, I think he wanted to or it's looking like he wanted to sell.
Well, however it
them
is, the
to
end
someone.
point is
So
that
it's
to
organ
earn
trafficking.
more money.
Yes,
To earn
get
more money.
money.
So now, what can we now do? Because I think we have even mentioned some of the things that we can do. What can we now do as youth? How can society help us? Because we have a tertiary institution churning out thousands and millions of graduates every year, and then we are hearing there's no job anywhere, and people that have their own wants to go japa and the economy is not even spreading. So all of these things added together, both the family, you have your mom, your dad, and all. You need to, you need to turn up. Money needs to come in and all that. And
Especially as a first child, you have so many responsibilities.
exactly. So what can we now do? Because we also at this point need to encourage those young people out there who are working legit and making their money gradually, because it's not even easy. We have, I have friends who are graduates, but they have their own business. They are doing their own side hustle. Some of them have their own business because they try to get job on their area of study, and even other professional jobs, and then they are not seeing. So what they do is to learn a skill and start their own business, whether soft skill or all of these skills acquisition stuff. So what can we now do to better help ourselves so that we do not get entangled into all of this mess? Because even if we say the government is not helping, we would not turn ourselves down, reduce ourselves to criminals just to earn money. So what would you suggest that youth of these days can do to better have value in the society?
But let me go back to what you said earlier. Earlier you mentioned poverty as the cause of all what is happening in the country. But to be frank, it's not poverty, or let me say it's not. Poverty is not the problem. Exactly. You can say 20% of the problem is poverty, or let me say 30% of the problem is poverty. Because we have people out there who are poor and are working, are doing one thing or the other, just make money, legit money, not going to fraud or make money. They find a way. Then you also mentioned skill, like they should learn something.
But you need money to learn these skills too.
But there are some that actually don't have to spend too much to learn. I learned making. Actually, I read from school and learned before I went back. And when I went back, because my boss saw that I already, at least I'll be helping her. It's like me, I'll be helping her. It's not as if she's teaching me everything. So she collected just small money down for me.
Okay, to teach you the skill.
To teach me the one that, at least the ones I don't know how to very well. But I was helping her, so it was little. I know things are expensive now, but there are some things they have to do. Okay. And then there are also some legit means to find money to learn the skills. Also in schools, like in university, like the school I went to now, they taught us entrepreneurship. Then in that class we did theory, like practical, like we had to choose what we want to do. Is it baking? Is it photography? Is it hair making?
That's right. Because I noticed that, I observed that, schools these days, even secondary schools and even some primary schools, include skills acquisition.
Exactly.
And some of them are even now including soft skills, data entry, coding, and all that.
For those schools now that don't have entrepreneurship as one of their course or one of their courses, I think they should include that to their courses to help, because I think it's for 3 months.
Yeah. So most of their programs last for 3 months.
So at least that period, they should be able to come up and do something, maybe making, baking, painting, anything, photography, just do something. They should include that in their course, their skill. They have to do that so that not finish school after spending 5 years with the strike, 6 years, 7 years in the university. They come out, no jobs. They now start breaking. No jobs. You see some people studying biochemistry. At the end of the day, they are doing baking,
Yeah, you know, it's
chin-chin.
yes,
and
that's
all.
it. There is no job, but it's still good that they have.
And
Yes,
still good.
that they have something to fall back on. They have a skill that can fetch them from their GD, and that's the passion, and that's still okay. That's still okay. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's episode of Crime this week. Remember to like and share this video. Also remember to subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed. My name is Blessing Ezeja, and this is
Adero.
Till I come your way in another episode. Keep being good. Bye for now.